work.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Oh, do we start? Is it starting? No? Can I ask something?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Sure, go for it.
So I looked at it, the mutations. So can we use the template, something like I want to add a user who created the resource, username on the like as a like a label or annotation. Is it possible in Gatekeeper?
Yeah, you can do that with the username.
Yes. Username.
We do have that in external data. Do
But
we have that in Gatekeeper in the non-external data scenario, Jay?
I don't think so. There. Let me check once more. But I don't think so.
The Gatekeeper does not support the templating, right? Because the Cavernos they have something like this one. But one of our customer wanted to add the username on the annotations. So yeah, so that's what we the kernel support this one, so we recommend to use the kernel. I couldn't find any like a documentation for the templating on Gatekeeper.
Yeah, we have that in external data. I don't know if we can do that in regular mutation.
Yeah, for external data. Uh, so in I need to try this out, but if yeah, I think it will be only possible with external data. So this is the section that I'm looking at, where using this you can do this, like mention username anywhere in the field.
Yeah, so you can do data source and then username.
So here it is.
So because external data is not the released to right? This is a beta or ARPA, right?
It's in beta.
External data is beta.
Yeah, so we only support the
G
release
feature.
officially, so that we don't
It's enabled by
recommend.
default unless you turn it off,
Yeah.
Christine.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thanks. I'll
Yeah,
take a look.
it should already be enabled unless you like disabled it. But for external data, you would need to add a provider that basically returns the username as is. You can open an issue in Gatekeeper about this one, see if that makes sense for us to add a um, user directly. Yeah, otherwise, I think today we support it with an external data, but the external data provider would basically just need to it'll just be doing like almost nothing. Just pass the username back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can look at there's an AAD provider. This is super outdated probably. So
A.
don't take this one as like a exact. You might need to update this. But that code basically takes the username, puts into Azure Active Directory. This is Entra now. And then it basically gets the user's actual name. Say like uh, in your cluster, your name was like say Christine at Red Hat, right? And then in this case, it passes, say, Christine at redhat.com to Azure AD, and then it gets like, hey, Christine at Red Hat is called Christine Kim, and then that basically gets the actual name. Or you can do like a, hey, Christine is in the cloud native team or something like that. So whatever AAD returns, you can add as a mutation to the object.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, but external data, I have to create the server, right? For the
Yeah, you will need to create a server, but in your case, if you just want the username, it would just
yeah.
almost do nothing, just basically
Yeah.
return what the user passes.
Oh,
The scenario we were thinking about this one is like it's more than just a username, but also like other information, like say team information or um or I don't know,
Even
anything else.
verifying that this user exists in the a like
Right.
directory as well.
Yeah. Because say
okay.
if you're using like a kubeconfig, username will just be like a cluster admin or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't like mean anything, right? This is more like if you're logged in, like as with like the intra AAD, and then it has your email, so it can get information about that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take a look at it more. I'm not familiar with the external data. Yeah. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Of course.
Hey folks, how you doing? That use case sounds very interesting, but I only caught the tail end. Is is this gatekeeper trying to reach for some user attributes or principal attributes that are not available as part of the admission request?
Yeah, this is part
Yeah.
of the external data. Say, I think I was just explaining. I don't know if you got that, but I'll repeat. So say like you're like Ellen at example.com, right?
Mm,
And then it can, hey, this is Ellen Diaz, the name. So it passes into the intra, used to be called Azure AD. And then it gets that from the directory and then adds mutation. So it could be like your name, your team, anything else that you would want to fetch from the directory.
I got you. And the mutation is like that use those user attributes are mutating or getting mutated on what resource, on whatever
On
It
resource.
would,
say
it
if
could
you
be
want to
like
add was label or whatever, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, labels. I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So then you then like anybody that looks at the resources say, oh, okay, I know Ellen created this resource.
Understood. I see. Gotcha. Cool. Interesting. Yeah. Thanks for that. For explaining.
I think we discussed this in one of the CNCF webinars as well. Probably. If I'll find it, I can share later as a demo. Cool. I think Rita is gonna miss this, so we are it. Let's get started. Ellen, did you have anything in mind that you wanted to discuss today?
Hey Jay, I did. I added it just kind of late on the agenda for today's topic, but it is regarding the PR that I mentioned the other day on our private chat, and um, I guess let me fill some backdrop. You know, given our conversations at KuCon, it was great to talk in person. Um, Having some of my product people there, right, from our org, it definitely helped highlight that the importance of like getting this issue resolved. One aspect is that we were behind on the supported version. You guys have released many releases ahead of 3.15, which is what we're on today. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have to look at the details. Either 3.16 or 3.17 introduced the enforcement points, which is what introduces this issue, right? And again, it's how we are deploying our gatekeeper instances for the mutation operation and the validating operation. And I know it's something you guys don't do yourselves or have seen, so it's a little of an edge case. So given those conversations, I don't think at that time this PR was up, or maybe I was just unaware. But I do see
No, it
that
was
PR
not.
was, yeah. So I kind of wanted to get a sense, the confidence level of this PR, or how,
I'll link the PR for others to see as well in the chat. Just a
Sure.
second.
So ultimately, we've come down to two options, right? The first option is we try to get this fixed, right? This issue fixed so that we continue with our deployment strategy, right? Two different instances of gatekeeping using sensitive for different operations. And that'll let us just continue upgrading and continue using the upstream versions. Or the second option, which I'm also kind of pushing for and testing, we had a little POC starting today, where we consolidate the two gatekeeper operations as originally intended. We as deployed today. It's going to take some work for us to rework our pipeline when we deploy the gatekeeper instances, making sure there's no impact to what comes before and after the webhooks that we deploy, because we have various components that sit in between the mutating and the validating. And if there's going to be impact to everything that's between, and by everything I mean there's other components we deploy that we expect to get mutated before it hits validation. We just have to test that out. And I guess my first question, I understood and learned a lot in person with you, Jay, is Azure, I know Google, GKE, you guys, these hyperscalers are using Gatekeeper behind the scenes for their policy. And the way that they're deploying Gatekeeper, assuming there's mutation policy plus validation policy, is all in one deployment for those admission requirements. Is that an accurate statement, right?
So I can't speak to what others like GK or like how other people are deploying Gatekeeper. But that's a safe guess, assuming we haven't seen any like issue that you faced
Yeah.
from anybody else. So that
Right.
that would be my guess.
And you feel there has been a good adoption of the mutation gatekeeper capability? Do you have a sense of that adoption in production at scale?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So that gives me a little bit better.
I mean, just because like we see so many mutation issues and people using mutations, reporting issues as well. So
That's good insight.
Yeah.
That's good insight. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So I'm going to have more confidence going into this POC to try to consolidate that. My only concern is that issue that I brought up in the past, where, and I know I can't share the details because of our environment, but the memory kind of going wild and consuming a threshold that we set through our resource limits, and then it's getting killed. And that's only happening in the mutation gatekeeper. So, but it's also only happening in lower environments.
Yeah. There like I really haven't seen that much
Yeah.
progression in validation or controller manager pods, to be honest. So I don't know.
You haven't seen what? Sorry.
I remember the issue we talked about, and you were saying like it blew through like 6 GB or 20 GB or something like
20
that.
GB.
Yeah. Which is like honestly, that's a lot higher than.
You've ever seen. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
so maybe like try, and if you face it again, try to use like memory tracing tools and stuff like that to see what's going on, and
Yeah.
let us know
Yeah.
that, so that we can like optimize better. The other thing I can think of is, I don't remember this exactly if we have coded this in, but for example, we can turn off certain controllers based on operation, right? Like constraint template controller is only needed if webhook, sorry, validation and audit scenarios. It doesn't, it isn't needed for mutation scenarios and stuff like that. Like, so there might be some sort of optimization there alongside refactoring the whole operation code, and when dependencies are injected to like what controllers are enabled at what time, uh, and maybe that may help a little bit more, but I'm kind of, my hands are tied right now to focus on all the things. So that's why I'm asking Copilot to do as many things as it can, and then try to review it whenever I can to like fix any issues. So the PR that we were talking about, right? Like Copilot wrote it, I reviewed it a little bit, but I haven't had chance to test it thoroughly end to end to uh, see the refactoring makes sense and there are no new bugs that are introduced in that PR.
Gotcha.
So if you have some time, like please
Yeah.
look at that PR
Yeah.
and see if it makes sense to you as well, and
You-
feel free
yeah.
to comment on that PR as well.
Okay. Do you think kind of a follow up to your comment on end-to-end testing? When you guys release a new gatekeeper, just you guys follow a very thorough like end-to-end testing performance. Is it like that in depth each release or line
Uh,
or patch?
it's not during each release. Like whenever I'm trying new features out, for example, I was working on this feature a while ago, which was exporting violation. So at that time, to stress test that feature, I tried to like test it at scale. So it's not based on every release. We definitely tried that avenue before on, stress testing or like make scale testing gatekeeper with each release, but every time we reached to a conclusion where like people using gatekeeper would certainly have to own their own stress testing pipeline based on their environment, because every environment is different in terms of
Okay.
capacities, computing capacities, memories,
Yep.
bandwidths, things like that. So it really doesn't make sense to do that. So we make sure that when we introduce features, we try to like scale test it and make sure it scales well at at higher uh, stress environment, but we don't do it every release.
Okay, understood. And these are questions for me to just kind of understand a little bit more of the open source on the managed or maintenance of this project. This is probably the one I've been involved with the most in depth. Um, and so, if I may, a question about like supporting the releases that you guys keep producing. When you guys have a release that is within the support model, what does it mean to be supported? If if somebody in the community raises an issue and it's global enough for it to be addressed, is that how it gets handled? Where it's a more minor edge case issue, there's less
Uh,
urgency,
I mean, any sort of bug would be considered to be patched
priority. Okay,
and backported. Any new features wouldn't be. Any
gotcha.
CVE fixes would be.
So bugs and defects get the priority, and it sounds like feature work would be less priority. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, in terms of backporting, right? Like new features in an already released version is not followed. I don't think anywhere.
let's
So-
circle back on Friday.
It's
Yeah.
bugs and CVEs when it comes to backporting to like supported released versions of Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Okay. Cool. All right. So I think then we'll I'm going to take this back. I want to see how our POC, the results come back with consolidating the operations. And if there's issues with that, then we'll have to help you get this PR across the line.
I'd say let's just go ahead and bump.
Okay. That is the outcome. Cool. Thank you, Jay and team.
Yep, of course.
So should we try and don't worry about training. I think
Cool. If nothing else, then we can move on to 322 milestone, if that's okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Let me share my screen.
By the way, Alan, we are looking for more contributors and maintainers. If you're interested in contributing more, being active in Gatekeeper, let us know.
Yeah. Will do. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still like I got new laptops. I'm still figuring out permission issues sometimes. Okay.
Humble brag.
Not really. I mean, it annoys me, but I just want everything to work. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So this is 322 milestone. I actually went through it, and like all top things make sense to me, and for the things that are like down below, some of them are just PRs and issues. So how do you want to do this? Do you want me to go one by one and
Yeah, let's go from the top. So I think we said we want to focus on like the CRD graduations as much as possible.
yeah.
So let's focus on those ones. And then I think there's way too many issues in here. So we'll
Yeah.
bump some of them.
So we want to focus on basically VAP integration and moving it along, and then CRD graduation, right?
Yep.
So for VAP, I think adding metrics is the next natural step.
Yep.
The integration, right? So we keep that one. So this one is an issue that was open, which basically is around adding namespace object in the cell itself. There is already a to do there, and I think VAP does this by default when it comes to when it comes to enforcing based on namespace object. So they can access the variable in the namespace object itself. So I think this is not so much as VAP issues, but as a cell engine issue. But I'll still make sure to test it and then decide based on that where it lies. And if it's a cell issue, then we can just move it along. Like cell engine issues, not cell issues. Does it make sense?
Yeah. So and you think this is a fit for the because of relation to VAP for like the
Yeah.
graduation? Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of not sure because the promise is one-to-one parity between cell or gatekeeper behavior rather to web behavior, right? But if this issue is not there, like this support is not there in Gatekeeper, then there exists a scenario where, well, web policies are able to validate based on namespace object and Gatekeeper is not. So that's why I think it should be in the roadmap.
Okay.
Cool. So we'll keep this one as well. I think this one is done actually. Yeah, I think with okay, but with adding the support for operations, this should be done. Okay. Yeah. I'll just wait for user to respond on this one. I don't think this is a blocking issue for VAP to move to GA. What do you think?
This is the delete one.
This is just about like checking operations through expression in
yeah, I think it's like a future add. I don't think it's blocking. You can always add it later on. Yeah.
yeah. Cell could not support action, judgment, or
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's just put the GA criteria as like the things around it, like the metrics.
yeah.
And
So
then yeah, we can always add these.
so I'll remove it from GA, not blocking GA. Cool. So this should be removed from milestone then. Do you want to kick it back?
Is somebody working on this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think remove if somebody.
Yeah, let's just remove it. If somebody wants to pick it up, they can pick it up. Maybe add triage. I think we would want this one though, right? Do you agree with that?
I'm not sure actually. Like I need to dig a little bit deeper to see what is possible in web, and if they are not supporting this type of variable, then why they are not supporting it, you know?
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, just maybe do a little investigation, and if it makes sense, then we can add it. If not, yeah, let's not add. Jay, do you think Abhishek can work on this one? You think it's like a good first issue?
It can be, but it can. Yeah, I think he can work on it. Yeah.
Okay. Abhishek, do you want to do this one?
And then, I mean, if you have any questions, Abhishek, you can always reach out.
Yeah, sure. I can like take it up. Yes.
Okay, can you comment on this issue so that I'll be able to assign it?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Christine.
Okay. Okay, graduation of connection CRD to beta. That's for sure. We want to keep.
Yeah.
This one, I'm not sure. Audit as soon as.
Yeah, I think we said not a priority. Yeah, let's just.
So, considering no one is working on it, do we want to keep it in the future milestone or?
Do we know this? We are going to want this or no?
I think this is a nice to have in terms of reducing or like getting on demand audit, considering there is already like so much discussion that happened on this issue. I think this might be a good addition, and that's
Yeah.
why like the triage
Yeah.
label is also added there.
Yeah. What do you want to do 23 then, or keep it on?
I think let's do
Probably.
24 because I think VAP integration and like API graduation will take 2 releases.
Sorry, you were saying 24 or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's not.
Okay. Okay. Graduate connection CRD to beta. Yes. Graduate disk driver to.
And then those have sub items, right? Or those purple 1.1.4, 1.2. So those are.
Yeah. Those are sub items.
Okay,
Yeah.
you already created that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then when we say that, like that specific issue, we mean all the sub items in there.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
just for 2 issues. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Do we wanna like should I add the sub items to?
I think that's just be very too much. Let's just track this in the from Umbrella. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This I actually assigned to somebody. I think. Yeah. Yesterday. So let's see if they can work on it. Okay. This one I think we will need to like cannot run gatekeeper out of bounds.
We want that one.
Yeah.
Do we want to prioritize it then? I mean, do we think that's more important than the graduations, or do you want after the graduations?
I think it's more important than API graduation, but with VAP it would be the same, I think.
I mean, this used to work, so it might just work.
Yeah. I think it's more important than graduating CRDs. That's for sure.
Have you done the investigation for this one, or we have not?
No, I have not done anything.
Oh, okay. What do you think? Can Abhishek also do this investigation? Because it might just work.
Yeah. Yeah, it might just work, but like considering the operation generate and the kube config stuff, yeah, I think this might also be like, since it's just investigation, it might be a good learning thing as well.
Yeah, let's start with that one. And then hopefully we'll understand how much work there needs to be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you comment on this also, Abhishek?
Yes. Yeah.
4123.
Yeah, and we already
Feel free to
discussed.
ask questions.
Sorry?
I was just telling Abhishek, feel free to ask questions. Some of them you're not
Yeah.
going to know the context. So yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a look, and if I have any questions, I'll ask.
And do take a look at like community meeting notes as well. We already discussed this in August.
Okay.
So there might be already some discussions around it. So it may be helpful to build that context.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then this one already has a PR up for adding operations to mutation. This one, I think, like
those two are same. Sorry, those two are same, right?
This.
Oh, okay.
This one and this one are the same. So let's
Okay.
see. 4135 is the PR that should be linked here. Yeah.
Okay.
This just adds operation this PR just add operations to mutation spec.
Yeah.
Cool. This one, it's there. I need to look at like Algolia reports to see which features are or
Yeah.
what type of search is going on for Gatekeeper, and then identify like popularity and stuff like that. But
Yeah, usually it's kind of vague. It's hard to
yeah,
understand.
yeah. Should I kick it off the
Yeah,
milestone?
I would say just kick it off the milestone. It's there. I can look it up. It's just really hard to understand. It's not very actionable. It's going to be like mutation or whatever.
Yeah,
And it's just,
okay, there is a PR up for. I asked the Copilot to do contribution ladder PRs. I think that's okay to keep it around.
okay.
Removing vendor one. It seems a bit.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, there's more work to be done. I thought that was easier. Famous last words. So yeah, I'll need to do some more work on that one. Kick it off the milestone though. If I can get to it, I can get to it. I don't think it's
Okay.
it just will make the PR reviews easier because
Yeah.
it's really hard to do this. And it annoys me every single time.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when like there is a bump to a dependency that like
Yeah, it's painful.
creates thousands of file changes.
Yeah, and it's I don't know about your browser, but in Safari, it's just slows down Safari like significantly.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, this one is a PR as well. I was waiting for author. If they don't respond, then this one is also a good one for Abhishek to take. It's pretty much full, like already completed. There are just like bunch of things that needs to be done, and that's it.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, Abhishek, if you can comment on that one.
Yeah.
3787. I mean, you'll probably need to like recreate the PR in itself, but we can
Okay.
go from there. This one I don't think is happening this milestone, at least because we just introduced this flag. I mean, we can turn it to true in 322. That's probably okay, but it will break people. I mean, not break necessarily, but it. Yeah, there are chances.
It's going to be behavior changes. You're saying.
Yeah. It will.
I mean, we should do that before GA then, right?
Yeah. I was.
Okay. Yeah. Let's put this on the GA blockers.
Yeah. I link it to the. Actually, I think I should add this issue to the milestone rather. I mean, it's already added to 323, and I think that will be the time where we'll graduate this to G. What do you think? Do you want to move this to 322?
Which one?
The graduate VIP to GA thing. Because I don't think
do you think we can get to all of them in 22?
I mean, even if we can, I don't think we should graduate it to GA just because we are going to change the behavior. So it
right.
will be in
Yes.
beta.
Yeah. So you were saying keep it on 23 or move to 22?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I mean, for all the other issues as a tracker, we are keeping it to 322. So do we want to do the same for this one as well, or?
We can move to 22 and then add a note saying like, hey, this is like we're just using for tracking purposes, but this will be bumped to 23 because we're gonna give it one more release.
Okay, let's do that then. Okay, so this stays in 322, right? Like we wanna turn on the flag by default at the end of 322. Or sorry, like when we release 322.
Yeah, I think so. This makes it a very priority then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think
this
let's
is
move that up.
this is not that much of a work. Abhishek, this might be a good one to pick it up for you as well. It's just like switching the flag. Or we can do it by Copilot as well. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, then connection status. Yeah, this is basically like bubbling up more errors, not just controller related, but publishing related errors and real time errors in connection status as well. So this should be in 322 and we'll see if we can get to it, right? Shortash?
This one connection. Sorry. This is a GA blocker for connection or no? Or beta block? What are we at connection status? Sorry, for connection?
I don't think it's a beta blocker because we already have like some sort of status for connections where it says like basic, it bubbles up basic information on status. So I wouldn't say this is a beta blocker, but this could be a GA blocker probably.
Oh, okay.
I think this is just an enhancement. Yeah, when it comes to it, I think this is enhancement. This is not a blocker.
Do you want to move that from the parent issue then?
Yeah.
And then add a comment saying this is a GA blocker. And we can create a new issue for tracking the GA blockers.
So, I mean, is this a GA blocker? I think this is just an enhancement.
I mean, we have error reporting. This is just it makes it better.
Like this is like in-depth error reporting on status, basically.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you don't think that this like we need this for GA, then sure, we can bump it.
Yeah,
Do you want to do triaged?
Yeah.
We need this, but like nicer to have than required.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we can like reiterate while we are planning for GA. Then I'll write this could be GA block, but seems like status TBD for GA. Okay, so kick it off the milestone then.
Sure.
And I'll remove it from this one. Okay. Cool. This is fine, documenting, and this is what we added. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think this looks more realistic than before.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so the priorities are VAP and Oh, where did that? Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah. And I think if you have time, we can add the audit one that we kicked off.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then on top of these, I had some issues for mutation that I wanted to discuss about and see if any of them, like, if you want to add them to the upcoming milestones, basically.
Yeah, is that the map management the one that Anlan created?
Yeah.
Oh no, you created the one. This is the one we discussed with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or should I add a triage label so that we can discuss it in the future as well? That also works.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do it or not. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I think it'll make the UX better. But yeah, it doesn't. And then we don't make like any significant changes.
To existing mutations.
Yeah. I think this is like a good transition, and then we just ask people to just, hey, do that instead of changing the existing mutations. This would be a new mutator?
So yeah, probably. I mean, this will be, it's kind of confusing. It needs to be laid out. But like basically what we are trying to do here is create a param ref CRD, right? And manage that for any map things. So it would be just constraint templates and constraints, where constraint templates will be translated to map, and then constraints will be translated to binding. But like you will have a constraint parameters as a managed kind.
So then we would need a new CRD for this one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. So it would be something like the map management.gatekeeper.com or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly. But we'll use OPA client to create like CRDs for. I mean, basically the schema will be similar to how constraint templates are written right now, and like instead of targets and engines, we'll just try to introduce fields that translate to map directly.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think this one is the easiest one. It's pretty straightforward, I think.
Yeah. Okay, given that, should we add this to any milestone is what my question was.
Do you think this is doable?
For current one, I don't know. For 323, probably.
Yeah, okay. Let's add it to 320 then. I think this is a good one.
Okay, and so we don't want to change existing mutations.
No, existing mutations stay as is, and then we create this new CRD
Okay.
that just does the map generation.
Okay. And so like all the other,
they're all mutation.
wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so all like rest of the two issues were around relaxing gatekeeper mutations for external data scenarios, or like referencing on cluster resources, because these types of features are not supported in map yet.
Sorry, but are we talking about this one or allow referencing?
Yeah. Like, so we decided that we like for map features, right? Like we'll direct users to use map
Right
things, but in map as well, right? Like external data is not supported, or referencing on cluster resource for mutation is not supported.
Right.
So for things like that, do we want to introduce or change something in gatekeeper, or for now it's fine to like keep gatekeeper mutations as is?
This cannot be done with external data. On cluster resources.
I mean, it can be done with external data, right? But for external data, like even for external data, we have stricter requirement on what can be muted and like in terms of path test and other stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
okay, I mean we can always
Yeah, well, let's just punt this for later on. I don't want to invest too much in mutation if you're just gonna go with the map direction.
yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like in map, these types of features are not supported. So
Right.
like to offer a complete solution. But anyways, that's okay.
Yeah, let's decide on that later on.
Yeah. Cool. I close those issues
And
off.
then the other thing is that I guess you can keep them open.
I
I guess the other thing is the convergence issues. Like I think we didn't do them because of the convergence. So we don't want to make the existing mutation worse. We did talk about like a flag that hey, like if it's like a violation of convergence, then like some sort of flag to like hey, I know what I'm doing flag. So that could be something if you wanted to do that. But I also don't want to like by adding something, I don't want to make the existing stuff worse.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Okay, cool. I'm fine with like deciding later on, or see if like users wanna like if somebody is willing to pick this up or not.
Yeah.
I added this particular issue because it had like discussions all around it, and then this one as well had some sort of attraction. So that's why I added these issues and see if we wanted to do something about it. Cool. We can decide later and see if there are any there is any interest, or somebody else is willing to pick it up as well. Then it's gonna be fine. Yeah, and I needed your review on this one, like 4262.
Oh, okay. I thought I finished it. Yeah, I'll can you post it in the Teams? I'll review that one.
Yep, sounds good. I'll do that. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Oh, yeah, we're almost right on time. Anything else we want to check?
I am good. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. Let's keep 5 minutes back then. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.